Hi guys, so we talk about the wild card. We're gonna be talking about for the bye, the first place in the AFC, and the AFC is wide open. We might have a playoff that we won't have the Bengal, the Chief, and the Ravens in the playoff. That'd be a first for a long time. So it's wide open in the playoff, or at least for the AFC. So let's get into the two teams that I think will battle for first place. I know there's teams that are still in it, but I think these two teams are more in it than the other ones. So I'm gonna show the teams that are very close. You got the Jaguars; they're 8-4. They're just 2 games behind those teams. They won 3 in a row. You got the Chargers 8-4. I don't know if they have the tiebreaker versus the Broncos. Colts 8-4, but they lost 2 in a row. They're not going the right direction. Bills 8-4. Bills could do it if the Patriots lose tonight. Texans 7-5. They won 4 in a row. The only reason I put Texans is because they won 4 in a row. They can continue, but that is the team. So the two teams is the Broncos and the Patriots. I'm gonna start with the Broncos. They won 9 in a row. They're 10-2. Points for 284. Points against 218. Very in the middle in offense, but their defense is really, really, really good. Next game, they play next week versus the Raiders in Las Vegas. Week 15 versus the Packers at home. So Packers are going to be a tough game for them. Week 16 versus the Jaguars at home. That's going to be a tough game. Week 17 against the Chief on the road. So that's going to be a very important game. They already have the tiebreaker versus the Chief, but that's going to be a very important game for the Broncos. And then Week 18 versus the Chargers. So they play the Chargers and the Chief, and that's going to be very important games for them. Patriots, so for the Broncos, 2 at home and 3 on the road. That's what's left. 3 of the 5 is against playoff teams. So it's going to be very tough. I think they have a harder schedule than the Patriots. But we'll see. So Patriots won 9 in a row also. They're 10-2. Very surprising record for the Patriots. They've been playing good football all year. 318 points for. That is really good. And 226 points again. So their defense is actually really good also. So they're doing both way of the field. Tonight they play the Giants. That's going to be a very important game. They win this, they're back first place with 11-2. Next week they get the bye. So tonight win's going to be very important. Then week 15 they play against the Bills at home. So that's going to be a tough matchup. Week 16 against the Ravens at Baltimore. That's going to be a tough matchup. And then they have a little bit easier matchup. Week 17 in New York against the Jets. And then week 18 versus the Dolphins. Do you sit down players in those games to get them ready for the playoff, or if it's still close with the Broncos, do they all play? I don't know what they're gonna decide to do. They have 2 on the road, 3 at home, and tonight is at home, so they're gonna have only. So that's they don't have 2 at home. They have 3 at home. Sorry, I did a mistake there. So it's the opposite. It's 2 on the road, 3 at home. That's right. I got that right. And then 2 of the 5 game is against playoff teams. So they have a little bit easier schedule left. Those two teams is the Bills and the Ravens. And we'll see how it goes. They do have the tiebreaker against the Bills. So that's really good. And we'll see how it goes. If they win tonight, they have a good shot. So, but it's going to be a tough matchup. Hopefully it stays like this the whole season, and both team I like, because both team were not supposed to be this high this season, and they're both having a good season. So let me know in the comments who you think will win the bye, and who if not, who do you think in these teams will make the bye? So who's gonna actually catch them and make the buy. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Like and subscribe. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you soon with more videos. See you guys.